Good morning. Welcome back. Episode 3 of the vlog today. Another 6-mile easy run. So I got a good comment on my last video. I've been talking about the weather and how mild it's been lately. And the question was, is this how it always is in Michigan? And at this point, I don't know. It's definitely a more mild winter than usual. I read that this is the 4th warmest January on record and the least amount of snow Michigan has ever had in January to date. However, I think the past 5 years have been more mild than usual. Like when I was growing up, mid to late December it would snow, and then there'd be snow on the ground until March. And it would just never quite all the way melt, and snowbanks would build up, and there'd just be snow everywhere. That doesn't really happen anymore, which is interesting. So I don't know, I think the weather's definitely getting milder, but this year is unseasonably mild. I think that's not good for like farmers and things like that, but for runners who hate slipping on ice because people don't shovel their sidewalks, it's great news. Good morning, happy Thursday. Today, before I go on a run, I want to open up some mail I got. So I got a couple things that I'm excited about that are coffee and running related. The first of which, I got a new mug from Carhartt. So they have a big sale right now. I'm not paid to say this, but check out the Carhartt Work in Progress site. They have a winter sale. Got a new mug. I'm gonna wash this before I use it, but I do like Carhartt. I would say it's probably one of my favorite brands. It's a Detroit-based brand. They make workwear that lasts really long and is really durable, and then they have a fashion sort of brand or line called Carhartt Work in Progress, which has the durability of like the Carhartt workwear, but also the fashion element. The other thing I got, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, I think it's Shyu. It might be Shyu, I'm not sure, but I got some new socks from a brand called Shyu. So these are specifically designed to go with the Alpha Fly 2 in the colorway that I have. They make socks for like super shoes. So the Alpha Flies and the Vapor Flies and whatever the Adidas Addy Pure Pro, whatever it is called. So I ordered the Crew and then also like the ankle socks. So I'm definitely gonna run in these at some point. Excited to try those out. But I don't love the way that the Nike racing socks feel on my feet, but I also want socks that match. Call me weird. So hopefully these fit a little bit better, but I'll make a separate video trying these out. But they came in the mail fresh from Australia. So yeah, pretty cool. Check them out on Instagram. Seems like it's a pretty cool company. But those are the two things that I got in the mail recently. So coffee time. All right, wow. It's a mess outside. We got wind, we got rain. It's actually not too cold out, so that's all right, but nasty stuff. Today I am running 6 miles, easy pace, just like normal, but kind of gross, but kind of cool. I feel like I'm, I don't know, on a ship in the middle of the sea or something, captain of my 6-mile run. Here we go. So today I'm running in the Pegasus Trail 3 Gore-Tex. Normally I run in the Invincibles, but I'm trying to stretch the mileage in my shoes out to sometime in February when the Invincible 3 comes out. But I don't want to buy a new pair of shoes in the meantime, so I'm wearing trail shoes on the sidewalk, which actually they're pretty good. I would not say they are exclusive for running trails. They're great on trails. I made a whole video about it. It's actually my most popular video I've ever made. They're great on the trails, but they're also pretty good on the sidewalk, especially in the rainy weather. The Gore-Tex material keeps my feet nice and dry, even in the puddles. So that's what I'm trying to do. I do not want to spend the money on a new pair of shoes. Even though I do a lot of shoe reviews, I still run, or at least try to run 300 miles in every pair. I don't just run 10 or 20 miles and then put it on the shelf after a review. I'm trying to get my money's worth out of these shoes because they're not cheap. So I'm in a waiting game for the Invincible 3s, which everything I've heard so far seems like they're pretty good. But don't make your decision until you hear it from me, because I'm gonna give you the real deal. I'm gonna give you the perspective of an average runner, of someone who is not competing for sub 2-hour and 30-minute marathons, but someone who is just out there every day enjoying running. So that's my perspective for my review. So as soon as I can get my hands on a pair, definitely gonna make 5,000 different videos about that shoe. Good morning, happy Friday. Today, I think I'm gonna run standard 6 miles, easy, whatever. But what I wanna do is, for my morning cup of coffee, I drink Nespresso pods, and I wanna start ranking my favorite Nespresso pods. Now, I just ordered a bunch of new ones and they're all the same, so it's gonna take me a long time before I actually am able to rank another one, but I want to kick it off with, this is my favorite so far. This is Intenso. It is, according to the Nespresso website, the strongest coffee that they have. That's why I drink it, but I want to rank other ones. So I am going to put a link in this video to a blog where I start to rank these. And as I drink new ones, which I'm just going to keep ordering different ones and try to like go through all of Nespresso's different pods, I'm going to have a full ranking list and maybe like link to the corresponding video. But this will be the first one, Intenso. Much like camping, it's intense. It is Saturday, January 21st. Obviously, it's not Friday anymore. I didn't run yesterday. I was ready to go, got my coffee, had my gear on, and there's a little bit of commotion in the neighborhood. Everybody's okay. Just a friendly reminder, make sure your smoke alarm batteries work. Again, everybody's okay, but quite the scene on our street. So didn't end up running. So today I got about a 7.5, 8 mile run, and I'm out here filming a video that I'm really excited about. So this will be a little preview for my loyal vlog watchers, because this vlog will come out before the video I'm making comes out. Basically, my assertion is that bike lanes are not only good for bikes, but also runners like myself. So I'm going out and getting some B-roll of some local bike lanes. We don't have the best bike lanes in Metro Detroit. They're not really truly protected, but they're better than nothing. So that's what I'm working on today. One of the things I'm gonna talk about is they're adding a bike lane to Woodward, which is one of the most miserable places to run because it's just solid lanes of traffic. It's terrible. Who would want to run by this or even bike? All right, it is Sunday, January something, I have no idea, to be honest with you, but today it snowed outside, so I actually didn't run. I was thinking about running in the snow, but it was like, I don't know, it seemed like it would be a little bit slippery, so I took the day off. So I don't like running in the snow. The number one thing is like I can't see what is underneath the snow, like sticks and rocks and stuff like that I can twist my ankle with, so I try to avoid running on top of snow. Plus, once it freezes, people in Metro Detroit like don't really love to shovel their sidewalks consistently, so it's like there's a ton of ice, I don't want to slip, I don't want to fall, blah blah blah. So I bought a treadmill a couple years ago. I got a Nordic Track. It is the Nordic Track commercial 1750. I highly do not recommend this treadmill. It's not great. I'll get to why in a second, but I recently moved some things around and moved the treadmill from one room to another, and I had to disassemble a couple pieces. And what I ended up doing was ripping this wire, or these wires, out of this connector. So this goes from the bottom and then runs up the top and then connects to this like this panel control thing where you like control the speed and all that stuff. So I broke that. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do, what parts I need to replace. Can I fix it? I don't know. Kind of disappointing. Very hard to move, I would say. So if you don't have extremely wide doorways, would not recommend this treadmill. It is unbelievably heavy, very hard to assemble and disassemble. So yeah, not the best. So the reason I don't like this treadmill is because of this touchscreen. So this is actually an Android tablet that is part of Nordic Track's like, I don't know, interface or whatever. So it just takes forever for this thing to boot up. It's not super responsive. You have to like connect it to the internet. If for whatever reason Nordic Track wanted to like brick this treadmill, they could disable the whole treadmill from, you know, Nordic Track HQ if they wanted to. I don't know if they actually do that, but they could. It's not just like regular buttons that you press to control
the speed and just have a little display that shows like how fast you're going and how many miles you've run. It's like an actual like interface that is very clearly an Android tablet, and it's junk. Like, I really do not like it. I wish I would have known that going in, but you know, what's done is done. I'm just hoping that I can fix these wires, because I don't know, it's kind of frustrating that I can't run outside or inside right now. So we'll see. But that is the video for the week. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, if you have any advice for me on how to actually fix the wiring on this treadmill, let me know. I have not done much research. I need to like reach out to Nordic Track. Hopefully they don't see this video and ignore me, but I'm not the biggest fan of this treadmill. Maybe they make other treadmills that are better, but this one specifically, not the greatest in the world, but hopefully I can get this up and running. That again is the vlog for the week. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again next week for another vlog, plus another video, the one about how bike lanes are good for runners. So I will see you then.